like a mafia. About 50 elite families effectively own Venezuela, each controlling a specific sector of the state or the economy. They're massively corrupt and rely on Maduro to protect their own interests. But the regime is facing a huge legitimacy crisis after losing last year's election by more than 70% and refusing to concede. Since then, Maduro has ruled through fear, state terrorism. This woman, Margie Xiomara Orozco, was recently sentenced to 30 years in prison for a WhatsApp voice note she sent encouraging her neighbors to vote against Maduro in the 2024 presidential election. And that's just one example. This kind of thing is happening all across Venezuela right now. And this is where US pressure actually matters. The idea is simple. Enough pressure and cracks in the regime start to spread. Elites panic. People flee. But Maduro is betting Trump won't go far enough for that to happen. That's why he keeps showing up in public, laughing off the threat, dancing, pretending he's completely unfazed. It's not a message to Trump. It's a message to his own cronies. All is well. Don't panic. Whatever happens next, it won't be a ground invasion. It'll probably be targeted strikes. And when that happens, everything changes. What do you guys think?
Venga por mí. Aquí lo espero en Miraflores. No se tarde en llegar, cobarde.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
jail cell in Brooklyn on multiple criminal charges. His court appearance could happen as soon as Monday. Venezuela's government now in the hands of U.S. leaders indefinitely. President Trump says the U.S. military could very well play a role.
Does the U.S. running the country mean that U.S. troops will be on the ground? How will that work?
Well, you know, they always say boots on the ground. Oh, so we're not afraid of boots on the ground if we have to have. We had boots on the ground last night.
Venezuela's Supreme Court says the nation's vice president will assume the presidency, but what her role will be and how she will work with the Trump administration, all of that remains unclear. What is clear is the fate of Venezuela's oil industry. President Trump saying he wants the U.S. to control it with help from American oil companies, all in an effort to make money for Venezuela. Meanwhile, Maduro's capture by the U.S. setting off celebrations, protests, and gatherings in the U.S. and around the world. After dramatic steps to halt commercial flights over Venezuela, the FAA says that it is now over, leaving stranded vacationers in the region scrambling to rebook their flights back home. Right now, this morning, Maduro is being held on numerous indictments. The White House promising he and his wife will face the power of the American justice system. News Nation's Washington correspondent Kelly Myers here with us in New York. Good morning, Kelly.
Three things I want to get across today. One, Venezuelans are sad. No, we're not. This is literally the happiest day of our life. This is our second independence. We are still in shock, complete shock about what finally happened. We have been wanting this. We have been praying for this. We have been literally anybody that we have been able to go to and ask, and nobody listened to us. So we are happy. Enjoy. And even if you're a Venezuelan in Venezuela or a Venezuelan outside of Venezuela, in any country that you are, if you left 10, 15 years ago, 5 days ago, or a week ago, we are all happy. So don't worry about us. We're happy. The United States only attacking Venezuela because of the oil. People, we do not control our oil. We haven't seen our oil. Russia, Iran, Cuba, China, whatever other countries, Central America and South America, we've been giving away our oil to all these countries. Like, we're not seeing that. Anyways, so, and we used to have trades and whatever other things with the United States before Chavez about our oil, and our country was working fine. So the way we don't care, don't worry about us. If the United States wants to take our oil, we will be happy to be giving away the oil to the United States if that means that our country is going to be safe and that us citizens, residents of whatever of Venezuela are going to be good, are going to be able to make money, are going to be able to retire, which none of those things are happening right now. And then number three, if you're worried about what United States did to Venezuela and that what's gonna happen now. Nothing, literally, and I mean this, nothing can be worse than the hell we've lived up until now. So stop, and I mean this, stop trying to explain Venezuela to Venezuelans. Stop. If you wanna know, reach out to someone from Venezuela, okay? Either that are living there or that left. So, again, I am very upset. I am outraged. I spent a dumb amount of time today on social media reading all these comments, and that was my own mistake. And that's why I felt compelled to make this video, leave it open. I am open to answer any and all questions if you're genuinely wanting to know what's going on. Any comments about trying to explain to me what's happening or how I must feel today, like, you're out. I'm not kidding. Thank you very much.
No! Free him now! Free Maduro! Free him now! Venezuela to Iran! Venezuela to Iran! No more sanctions! No more bombs! No more sanctions! No more bombs! Venezuela to Iran!
This is a message for my American friends watching the news today in English. There is a serious inaccuracy in the coverage. Venezuela is not undergoing a regime change. Venezuela already has a democratically elected president, Edmundo González. He is the president. Nicolás Maduro is not the president. He never was. He stole the last election and led a criminal organization linked to terrorism and drug trafficking, El Cartel de los Soles. And today, thanks to the vision and courage of the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, the decisive leadership of the President Donald Trump, and the actions of Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, the United States has finally recognized a fundamental truth. Protecting our hemisphere from terrorism, drug cartels, and authoritarian ideologies is a matter of national security for the United States. This is a message for my American friends watching the news today in English. There is a serious inaccuracy in the coverage. Venezuela is not undergoing.
USA. Trump had the right. Trump from yesterday and on is our new Simón Bolívar. He's our freedom. He's our Lord. Only Trump and his government can talk about Venezuela because he was the only one who helped and rescued the people of Venezuela. The only one in the entire world. We were been suffering for more than 20 years and nobody came to rescue us. Only Donald Trump. So he can talk all that he wants. No US.
Gracias a la providencia, vemos los venezolanos que nos dio ese... Estados Unidos y a Donald Trump por hacer el sueño posible, por hacerlo realidad, una Venezuela libre donde los venezolanos no tengan que escapar, donde los venezolanos puedan soñar con un mejor país futuro para ellos y su familia. ¡Viva Venezuela libre! El narcorrégimen ya cayó y vamos por Cuba y vamos por Nicaragua. ¡Libertad para América! ¡Gracias, Donald Trump!
¡Vamos a ser libre Venezuela! ¡Prepárense para celebrar Venezuela! ¡Vamos a vivir en libertad! ¡Vamos Venezuela! ¡Vamos a ser libre Venezuela! ¡Prepárense para celebrar Venezuela!
Viva de la brisa de tu mar.
por eso tengo el alma como el...
Do not lecture Venezuelans about Venezuela. The United States helped build our oil economy from the early 1920s until nationalization in 1976. By the mid-20th century, trade made Venezuela one of Latin America's most prosperous countries. The world is only now discovering what we have always known. Venezuela holds some of the largest oil reserves on Earth. We understood what that meant. Our reserves were leveraged, and we were willing to trade oil in exchange for development and stability. After 26 years of dictatorship, political persecution, and countless deaths left to silence our heroes, we finally have a chance to rebuild. You think we care if the United States wants our oil? If that is the price, so be it. My wish is that you never have to live under socialism or communism. I hope you never have to leave your country. Watch people who love faith unable to go back home. Today, Venezuela, my beloved Venezuela, my first home has a chance to return to normal, and no one is going to ruin our joy. God bless America. Thank you, President Trump. You know what's sad is that people that have a problem with this are white liberal people. White liberals. And you know what's funny is they're also the ones that made the loudest voices when it came to Black Lives Matter and all the other stuff that was going on. But then I think the black community ended up realizing white liberals actually don't care about them. They talk a mean game, but at the end of the day, they don't invite these people into their homes. They don't invite them to sit down to dinner. They don't invite to take care of them. They do none of that. But they want to go out and make a loud scene, a nasty scene. The septum ring theory, the peacock is, my hair looks like a peacock. You got 6 different colors in it. I mean, just the way they can't identify what a boy is versus a girl, or what an attack helicopter is versus a transsexual. It's just they don't understand that it's boy and girl and nothing else. These are the same people that are here now in that video that I posted early on in this in New York, that are out protesting in the streets saying, let Maduro out, let him free, when he literally ruined these people's lives. 26 years of him and others under dictatorship, communism, where these people were literally controlled every step of the way. There was one lady that was actually put in jail because she sent a WhatsApp message to her family, and it was a voice recording that could be shown to authorities. And Maduro had the lady thrown in jail for 30 years because she spoke against him and wanted her family to vote for the opposing party. These people had no rights. They had no medicines. They had no care and stuff. Once Maduro lost the last election, 70-30, there was another president that he never let take power. He got in with the drug cartels. He started hunkering down with them. He needed protection. They were in with the military and stuff. There's like in the videos, they say there's 50 families that own Venezuela, and all 50 of those families are corrupt and have something to do with government corruption and trafficking drugs, things of this nature. Venezuela is literally one of the biggest manufacturing drug traffickers in the entire world. It's time somebody does something about it. And Trump wants to take over the oil reserves in Venezuela and use the oil companies to end up refining that oil and making Venezuela money, and actually working with Venezuela to have this oil refined and let the American government control it until they're on their feet. Give them the money, the proceeds and stuff from it, so they can build their economy and stuff back up and help them out. Nobody else has ever done anything like this. Nobody else has ever had the balls to do anything like this, and there's been multiple presidents that have just let this continue happening. President Trump freed these people. He gave them liberation. Venezuelan Independence Day. It's about time. It's about time. And they need somebody that's going to care for them, that's going to make sure that they're... And these people, I haven't seen a single bad video of a single person saying anything bad about this. It's Venezuelans saying, how dare you Americans talk bad about a president like that actually cares about his people? How dare you talk bad about Venezuelans or anything of that nature when you didn't do anything and you stood by and you heard our cries. You knew what was going on. You knew that he's rigging elections. He's killing other political opponents. He's jailing people for no reason. He's literally a murderer. He's another Saddam. Anyhow, Viva Venezuela. That's all I have to say. Love you guys. Be blessed.